How's it going, guys? My name is Christian Giannotti, and this is a tour of the Jeep that I turned into a camper. Just to give you a little background, I'm 22 years old, I'm a photographer, and I'm also a current student in my last year. I did this build in April 2020 during the pandemic. This Jeep is a 2015 stock Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport. The only changes that you see are changes that I've made personally. I finished it in May of 2020, and since then it's now September. I've had over a month living in it. I've taken a road trip out west and just various other nights, and so far it's been great. So I'm going to show you around and explain what's been working and then things that also aren't working or may not be the best that I want to change. Alright, so before you start peeking back there, I just want to give a rundown of the front. The front is pretty much all normal, all stock. It's a 2-passenger vehicle as of right now. The only thing I've changed are I put white trim in it, and there's some WeatherTech floor mats down there. Otherwise, it's just completely normal, and I like that the front, you can't tell that it's really a camper. Alright, so now let's head back there to where the fun is. Alright, so as you can tell, the main thing about this camper is the bed platform. It's a permanent bed platform with 2 sliding drawers and 2 cabinets. When designing this, I wanted something that I can just pull over and go to bed in, and with the least amount of setup as possible. I chose not to do a rooftop tent because it takes a lot of setting up and it's not as discreet as this. The main bed is a 4-inch foam mattress. It's got like 2 different types of foam, and it's actually very comfortable. I cut it into 4 pieces, 1, 2, and then 2 of those, which you'll see what they are in a minute. And also for things that I like during this build, such as the mattress, I'll leave links in the description, so if you're interested in doing something similar, you can have a reference. So the main function of the Jeep camper is obviously to sleep. Seats are in their normal driving position. The bed in the back is quite small and it needs to be extended in order to get a full bed out of it. In order to do this, one or both of the seats can be pushed and tilted forward. Behind each chair on the wooden platform itself are 2 10-inch wood platforms that use a hinge to swing up and rest on the back of the chairs. Alright, now bed mode is set up. As you can see, I have 6 feet of room at least, and it's pretty comfortable. You can easily fit 2 in here. The most annoying thing, I guess, for some people is the cabinet. You don't have a full bed space, so some people might not like that you hit your knee on it, but otherwise I love the bed situation. And then I've also got just various Velcro, phone holder, more Velcro, just to hold random things, and little koozies for phones or drinks or whatever. You know, I just wanted to maximize as much space as possible. I kind of feel like I'm on like the International Space Station or something. You know, they got things on every single wall, and I kind of want to treat it that way as well, so I can get the most out of my space. Now, the last thing I do before I go to bed, depending on where I am, is set up the privacy shades. Obviously, if you're in a random parking lot that may or may not be allowed, you don't want to let people know that you're in here. So tucked around the Jeep are little shades that I made that use, of course, more Velcro. It was actually just a cheap blackout shade from Target, and I cut it up to shape. It actually works very well. Alright, so that's the setup for when I sleep. The curtains work well, the bed works well, the extension of the bed is great. I wouldn't change a thing about that. Just one last thing I want to mention about sleeping. I also made these little vents to keep bugs out and airflow in. It's nice if it's a buggy night. Cool, alright, let's get on to the kitchen. Alright, so by kitchen I just mean the back area. These 2 drawers consist of storage and kitchen space. I'll show you right now.
Alright, so this is the kitchen space. I've got 2 platforms for preparing food that both slide. And then I've got 1 stove, comes up. It's a 2-burner stove. It's pretty small, I like it. And that's it. I've also got a water jug that I have like pressurized top on, so I can get water. Alright, now when I pull this back, I've got miscellaneous cooking gear and other items, stove, propane tanks. This is just a bunch of health stuff. And then I've got like olive oil, I've got a Coleman cook set, and just other things like Tupperware. And when you're done with this, you just kind of push it back. And then this drawer, main feature is the water tank that kind of just pulls out. And then behind it, I've got mainly just food right now. It's kind of empty because I'm not totally on the road right now. And of course, there's a tow strap from last night's incident.
We're not at that point yet.
I've also just got cleaning supplies. I really do like the features of these 2 big slider drawers. It's very helpful to have the space, and it's a really nice little kitchen when I'm cooking. It's a nice touch. One thing I've yet to show you is the cabinets that I've been mentioning. It's got 2 little shelves. It's built through the roll bar. So one is this top shelf, and one is the bottom shelf. Right now there's a rain jacket. On my side of the bed, I keep a little toothbrush and toothpaste holder, my multivitamin, sweatshirt, and then toiletry bag. It's kind of like a little nightstand for when I'm sleeping. It's really nice, and I'm really glad I put the cabinets despite the less leg space. All right, so next up on this little tour is the rear passenger seat doors. There's 2 functions on each side, which I'll show you right here. We've got one, a shoe holder, fits a bunch of shoes. There's also nooks and crannies in there, and on the other side we've got fire extinguisher for any needs. And then, as you can tell, a little lockbox. It's already unlocked. It's got, you know, it's got some valuables and whatnot. It also has the brains of the operation, which I'll show you in a second. As you can tell, it doesn't look like the most sturdy lockbox, and it's really not. It's just a cabinet lock and then some more plywood. This is definitely something I want to upgrade in the future. Right now it's just a deterrent, so don't tell anyone if you're planning on breaking in. It's going to be changed. So this is the brains of the operation. This is a Jackery 500 battery. It's got 500 and something watt hours of power, and basically this allows me to charge things without the Jeep being on. So when I need to charge my phone at night, I can charge camera batteries. I can even charge my laptop. The way I charge it is when I'm driving, I'll plug it in. It has a car charger. Or if I'm in a place with an actual outlet, I'll use a regular wall outlet to charge this. Very good, would totally recommend. I was able to avoid some sort of DIY like battery setup. It was very simple and worth the money. And on this side, we've got the sliding cooler. Empty right now. This cooler is very nice. It's a Yeti 45 liter, whatever, 45 Tundra. Very well insulated. I was gonna get like an electric cooler, but I didn't want to deal with the electricity, so I just thought I'd invest in a nice, good cooler. Of course, I gotta get pink. It does not match, but it's nice. The last things that I want to show you are on top of the Jeep. I've got a roof rack that's bolted on to the Jeep that holds 3 things. One, this awning. It's a Smittybilt awning. I'll put a link. 2, a giant Thule roof rack. This was nice because now I could choose to have storage outside of the main cabin of the Jeep. So things like camping gear, recovery gear, just clothes, you can go in there. I don't have to worry about shoving it in the Jeep. And the last thing is a little shower tank or water tank, whatever you want to call it. It's a pressurized water tank. It's got a little bike valve and a little spigot, and when it's pressurized water comes out, I've got a little actual shower head that can go right into it, and it's really nice. I would show you the shower in action, but I don't think it's pressurized right now. But it gets a lot of showers. I think you can get like 4 to 5 showers. It's about a little over 5 gallons, and it's worked in a pinch. Alright, so that concludes the tour. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Do let me know if you have any questions, or share if you have any tips, if you've done anything similar, or if you're planning on doing something similar. Let me know what you may or may not include. If you want to see more kind of adventures in this Jeep or anything I'm up to, please subscribe. And that's it. Thanks for watching.